Virginia Conklin, 440.
And I'm Mike Conklin, Virginia's other half, and I also live in 440. We lived in Allegan. We were just the other side of the fairgrounds in Allegan, and we lived there for what, 35 years?
We lived in Allegan for 45.
45 years.
In our home for
35.
35.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Age.
I felt she was getting senile.
This might be true. It wasn't a question for me. I knew it was the best in the area. So we never even looked anyplace else. We had a friend who had been here, only one friend who had been here, but that was enough.
Well, I was an engineer, manufacturing engineer at General Motors, and I worked there for just south of 30 years. And through those years, General Motors sold our division to Roger Penske, and Roger Penske then sold that division to Bosch, Germany. And we made, all through that, we made diesel fuel injectors for all the trucks and buses in the world.
I'm still working. I've been at Hayworth for 41 years. I'm an administrative assistant. I love my job. I don't want to quit. Well, we're blessed. We have a daughter who has 2 daughters. We have a son who has 2 sons. Our daughter lives in Zeeland. Our son lives in Dorr. So we have close family, and we're really happy. And we have 3.5 great-grandchildren and 4 grades.
Oh, I don't know that I have any one hobby. I just like to do things. If it's broke, I fix it. I like to build things. I've built everything from cars to airplanes. And right now I love being in the workshop. I'm there every day. And if I'm not working on my own projects, I'm fixing things for the residents, and even sometimes for the staff.
What's your favorite thing you've built in the wood shop here so far?
Friendships.
Besides Mike and my job, used to be cooking, but hey, I live here and I truly should not have put in a spice cabinet. If anybody's watching this and thinking of moving here, don't put in a spice cabinet if you redo your kitchen. I like to read. I like to exercise. We enjoy watching movies together. Yeah, I'm pretty simple life. I like people. Oh, we rode motorcycles for a long time. We went Colorado, we went Nova Scotia, and I had my own bike and had about 25,000 miles that were safe. Never had an accident.
And I always knew she loved me, because if she would start to fall over, she would yell my name.
In parking lots, it has a lot to do with balance. Yeah. I'm really hoping that we start a dance class. And so I can't get involved until we start it, so I'm kind of telling you. I have a few friends who have said they would join me.
No, I'm doing all the things that I like to do. No, we love it here. Every day she tells me how fortunate and blessed we are that we were able to move in when we moved in. Even our kids tell us, thank you for downsizing when you did, because I don't think they can even begin to comprehend what it would take if the 2 of us, something happened and they had to do it alone.
I use the word giddy a lot when people ask me, did I like it here? Because yes, I'm so happy being in the Holland area, the downtown area, location. And now it's like a little fairyland with all the lights up. We think we're on a Hollywood movie set. Skate park, Windmill Island, window on the waterfront. And then to be in Freedom Village and to look down and see the buses, you think you're on a cruise ship and it's getting ready to they're going to take you away. Love not cooking, love not cleaning, love fresh sheets, and we have great neighbors.
I'm Barbara Stegink, apartment 506.
And I'm Gordon Stegink.
We were in a condo off of 24th Street called Timber Ridge Estates, and we had been there for 14 years. And prior to that, we lived on the corner of 13th and Pine in an old historic home. We moved there in 1984.
I started out as a mathematics teacher in college, and this is a long time ago. The school where I was in Pennsylvania was getting a computer, and nobody knew how to run that or anything, and so the junior guy in mathematics, me, was selected to run the installation of that computer. That was in 1968, and I've managed to have a career in computing ever since. I then went to Grand Valley in 1970 and came to Hope College in 1981. Coming to Hope College, I rejoined the faculty rather than be on the administration, and I retired from Hope in 2000.
Well, I started out as an elementary teacher, but then we had our family, so I stayed at home. I did do some, excuse me, I did do some substitute teaching. I always was doing something in music. I directed a lot of children's choirs and youth choirs, and I also taught private piano lessons. And then later, when our children were older, I happened to do some research for a friend of ours who had just started a law firm, and that's a long story, so I'll just say the end result was that I ended up becoming a legal assistant for several years, in addition to continuing some of my music things. And I retired from teaching piano about 2016. Sure, we were very fortunate to have 2 boys and 2 girls. The boys are the oldest ones and the girls the youngest. We're very fortunate that they're married people and they all stayed here in Michigan. So we have our oldest son lives in Portage, the next son lives in Grand Rapids, and our oldest daughter lives in Grand Rapids, and our youngest daughter moved back to Zealand last spring. So we have them nearby. So as I said, we have 2 sons, 2 daughters. We then have 4 grandsons and 4 granddaughters, and now we have 2 great-granddaughters. So we'll see what catches up from here on.
It's probably easier to say what kept us away. I refused to live in a place like this until it became obvious that this was just fine to do. That happens for everybody somewhere along the line, and it happened for us 6 months ago. Well, actually longer than that. We had to wait 6 months to move here. About a year ago.
I think you have to realize that you give up certain things, but you gain a lot of other things. So my basic hobby is probably in music. I've been playing the piano since I was age 7, so I think having a busy lifestyle with a big family, etc., I didn't have time to continue learning new repertoire that I had never learned as a student. So I am very proud of the fact that when I turned 80 and learned or realized that I had never learned anything written by Rachmaninoff. I was going to learn something by Rachmaninoff before I died. So I'm still working on 2 pieces of Rachmaninoff. So I like to spend a lot of time at the piano. We were fortunate to have a 2-bedroom and have enough room in the living room so we could bring our baby Graham. That was important to me.
Well, I enjoy reading. I enjoy puzzles of all kinds, keeping active there. I'm in 3 men's groups of various types, discussion, books. That keeps my mind active. We should probably mention that when we retired, well, actually before retirement, we had done a couple of international education things. In 1990, we spent a year in Africa, in Malawi. I taught at the University of Malawi. Barbara was the head mistress of a Muslim school. In the mid-90s, we spent a semester in India. I taught at Bishop Heber College. Barbara did some volunteering at the college. And then after retirement, we spent 2 years in Malaysia. I taught at a university that was Australian, but had a campus in Kuala Lumpur. Barbara couldn't get a work permit, so she became a woman of leisure for 2 years. And following that, I actually came back and taught a semester at Hope while we looked for our final job, and we went for 2 years to New Zealand. And I taught at the Auckland University of Technology, and Barbara did a lot of work with the local public schools, specifically with autistic children. So that was fun. We've said that we have lived in 6 different British colonies. The first 2 probably don't count. That was New Jersey and Pennsylvania. We're enjoying everything. The people, the things that are available. We don't have any great plans.
Yeah, I think we're really enjoying meeting new people. There's so many people to meet, and everybody has a story and a background, just as we're sharing now. So that's really fun for us right now. We're still involved with other things in the community, so I think we're just taking our time, and we'll see where it goes. And in the winter, we'll probably stay here more, and so we'll probably get a little bit more involved.